Well, it is officially summer. The temperatures are up, the grass is green, and the trees are full of lush green leaves. Unfortunately, the bugs are out too.
And if you are not careful, some of those bugs can make your tree sick, even killing them within hours. That's why at the first sign of trouble, you need to call a plant healthcare specialist like the ones at Sussex Tree.
This Seaford home is beautiful as is, but the large mature trees surrounding it add that extra something that makes it even more attractive, not to mention more valuable.
Most of the time, in many cases, what we say, especially like a house like this, it usually adds about $10,000 worth of value to the overall landscape of the house.
For many, trees also hold a lot of sentimental value.
A lot of sentimental value. People that have had pets that have passed, family members that have passed, they plant a tree in remembrance.
So you want to make sure your trees stay healthy.
A lot of times people laugh when I first go out and look at a job, and I'll say, look at your tree no different than how your immune system works, and everyone kind of stops for a second, and then I kind of explain to them about how trees work and how when your immune system drops, it's the same as a tree going into stress. And so, yeah, I mean, we're all living things, and you have to keep up the health of a tree no different than people have to keep up their health.
That's where plant healthcare specialists like Charity Williams come in.
Basically what I do is I go around, customers will call in, they'll have sick trees or sick shrubs, and they want us to come out and take a look at them to diagnose what's wrong with them.
Charity says most of the time the problem is fungus or insects.
We're seeing a lot of fungus problems, a lot of bagworms getting ready to start to hatch, a lot of scale issues, a lot of spider mites coming out with it getting hot.
Ryan Sims is a spray technician.
Right now it's a lot of fungus just because of all the rain that we've had, and a lot of people don't have their trees, trimmed and thinned out, so it gets kind of thick. It's tends to get fungus, pretty heavy right now.
Fungus is treated with a spray, as are other insects like Japanese beetles or aphids.
Aphids can tear up a crepe myrtle very, very quick.
One thing homeowners need to keep an eye open for this time of year, bagworms.
Oh yes, the bagworms. Yes, about a couple weeks they should be hatching, and they can defoliate a tree within 48 hours.
So this is what you need to look for.
Basically with the bagworms, you can almost see them chomping at the leaves themselves. What they're actually doing is making their bags to lay their eggs in. And you'll start to see some browning. You'll start to see all your leaves from the leaves actually, disappearing.
But if treated quickly, the damage can be stopped.
Usually once we diagnose it, we're at the point where they started doing the damage, and we are usually right there to get it taken care of.
Unfortunately, bagworms cannot be prevented, but a large part of insect control is improving the health of the tree. Charity says trees that are in poor health and under stress are far more vulnerable than trees that are healthy. And spraying is not the only way to deliver treatment.
A lot of people don't like spray. A lot of people have a problem with that, so we have an injection. We can go into your tree that, all the chemical goes into the tree. You don't lose anything leaching in the ground or through the air blowing.
No matter the problem, Sussex Tree's goal is to save the tree.
If they have a problem, we like to treat it before instead of just saying, hey, let's take it down. That's last resort.
After all, trees are like members of the family, living long lives that span from one generation to the next.
And Charity says they usually see insect and fungal problems diminish in the wintertime unless it's a warm winter like we've had the past couple of years. She says the insects and fungal problems can linger throughout the winter, causing more problems in the spring and summer. And if you want to learn more about Sussex Tree Inc.'s planned healthcare program, go to delmarvalife.com. Click on the show tab. We have all the information there.
I didn't know you could do an injection on a tree.
Yeah.
How about that? Had no idea. Well, from the outside of your house to the inside, still ahead on Delmarva Life. Carpets don't last forever. There comes a time when you've got to be ready to rip out an old one or replace it. What you need to be looking for when it comes to making sure that your carpet stands the test of time.
And later, we're counting down until the season premiere of Big Brother tomorrow night on WBOC. We'll hear from the cast, plus find out what's new this time around. Delmarva Life will be right back.